All right, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I started out today planning on just wearing out some red ear sunfish and bluegill stuff that I found spawning in a spot a couple of days ago. Well, I get there this morning and they are nowhere to be found. Not a single one. One bass was caught. I moved to another spot, one crappie, and that's it. I've been to about 4 or 5 different spots today. This is going to be the last one that we fish at. I'm not going to give it real long, but if the first few minutes seem to be promising, then we'll do a catch and cook. But what I'm going to do to kind of help with content on the channel is I'm going to split up the cooking portion of the catch and cooks and just have that as an extra day or extra upload, like on a Saturday, like I've done a couple times before. So anyway, let's get down here, see if we can catch anything or skunk out. Got you. Well, I'm not where I originally wanted to fish this afternoon because these dudes up here behind me pulled in as soon as I got here and went straight to where I was wanting to go. And it's not big enough down there for a bunch of people, so fishing this little pocket right here for the time being. Nice little ditch pickle. Skadoosh. But yeah, this is just a little creek that feeds into where I wanted to go, right down here. And I was getting my stuff together and I heard a splash, so I figured, hey, why not? We'll sniff this out. Well, this is not where I was planning on coming to, but it's the only place that doesn't have a car parked at it. But it's kind of what you get for trying to fish on a Sunday. Fish. Feels pretty good. Kind of feels like a crappie, but I can't tell because of that glare. And it is. It's a dang good one too. Dude. Freaking stud of a white crappie. Gorgeous fish. Every bit of probably 13 inches. Get a picture real quick. That's about as good as it's gonna get. So I had a feeling that there would be some crappie along this bank because it's real shallow, it's fairly sandy, a little bit of rocks, which is typically what crappie like to bed in. Got it. We'll tire this little bass out. I just seen it on a bed. It's actually not a bad bass. Oh, and that jig just popped out and got my finger. That's probably 1.5 pounds. It's not a bad bass whatsoever. Not what we're after though. I'm gonna let you go back. All right, well, we're not skunked. You know, if YouTube would actually push them, I would do a carp fishing video right here because there is like 3 rather large carp like right out here in front of me. Fish. It's crappie too. Are you the same white crappie that I caught just a couple of... Whoops, I dropped my rod. Same white crappie that I caught just a couple of days ago? How did you get hooked like that? I believe you are. You look identical to that white crappie that I caught just a couple of days ago. Let me get down here and get you back. Ooh, what are you? Ah, you're a little yellow bass. Yeah, this bridge that I'm under is pretty loud when vehicles cross it. You're a little bit small to do a catch and cook on, so you get a pass. What do we got? Ah! That is a very pretty spawning warmouth. When they start to get really, really dark like that, then it's the time for them to be doing their chee chee bang bang, bumping the uglies, doing the deed. Oh, ooh. Y'all look at this. Check this crappie out. That dude has got full spawn colors on. That right there is what's up. Not gonna lie, it makes me nervous being under this bridge sometimes. That right there, just in case. Actually, I need to measure you before I do anything. 10.5. Alright, here's what we're going to do. You're going to check out the inside of my backpack a few seconds while I attempt to get some water. Alright. Got you that time. I do have to kind of baby it just a little bit because I've got a 6-pound main line and 4-pound leader, and I'm fishing around quite a bit of rocks. I tell you what, you're gonna be awful dang close. Let's see how long you are. 10 inches on the nose. That is good enough for me. Yeah, I think we can get one more fish out of that lure, or that bait. Fish. Another crappie. This one looks like it's going to be a little bit on the small side. Yeah, I bet it does. I bet she does go a little bit short. Yep. Well, you're in the water. I ain't worried about you. Fish. Another spawning male, but this one is well undersized, so you get a free pass back. I love them spawning colors. They're so dark. And I need to replace that Berkeley Gulf. I'm using a different one that I just found on their website, or Bass Pro's website, the other day, and it is the Fish Fry. I'll put another one on here and show you a little bit better what it looks like. But it's a little pintail style grub, And so far, it seems to be working. Now, it's a little bit small for these little ball head jigs I use typically, which these are actually fly tying jigs, but they work. But that's kind of what they look like. They're a little mouse tail looking deal, but much, much smaller. Got it. Got you that time. This one don't feel all that big. And it's not. But they're finally moving up shallow. Like, I've been expecting this for a couple of weeks, and they're just now actually moving up shallow. They're just not the size that I want. But that gives me hope for another spot, but I don't have to be down there like an hour and a half before daylight to get a decent spot on the bank. Got you. Skiing you in. Yeah, you're down there a little bit deep. I might be able to get you out without my pliers. Yeah. Another little black crappie. That one's that one's borderline stone. Look, he's not real long, but he's tall. Gear, tips and tricks, another fish. And you're not a crappie, but you are a good sized yellow bass. You're borderline worth the trouble of filleting there, right there. Do I want to? Screw it. Let y'all have some company. There's no size limit and creel and all that on yellow bass in Tennessee anyway. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna double check that. Yes, I was accurate. Yellow bass in Tennessee, no limit, no minimum length. Matter of fact, in the state of Tennessee, yellow bass, bluegill, warmouth, brim, which is stupid to have on there because brim is not a species. It's a general nickname for the sunfish and panfish species. Bullheads, pickerel, northern pike, yellow perch, and non-game species are no limit, no minimum length. Fish. That one feels good. Oh, no! 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 That was a good one. That was a good crappie too. I didn't see it, but I could tell by the head shakes that that was a crappie. And it was a good one. Oh, that one hurt. That one won't bite again either. Fish. Feels a little bit better than the last one. You can stop that flopping. Another little black crappie. I really wish I could get a hold of that one big one that I lost a few minutes ago. That one hurt to lose that. If I had to guess, like, how big that crappie was based on its head shakes and just how much weight I was pulling, that crappie was probably 11.5 to 13 inches. Like, that was not a small crappie. Dang it. Well, I'm calling it quits. I've snagged and broke off and missed far too many fish in the last few minutes. Well, I'm gonna get my crap together and I will see y'all back in the vehicle. Well, YouTube, like I said, this was originally supposed to be a catch and cook on red breast sunfish, redder sunfish, bluegill, and stuff like that. But the place that I found them at spawning really hard a couple of days ago, went there today, nowhere to be seen. So I hit 3 or 4 or 5 other places and nothing. Ended up coming back here because I was going to start here this morning, but somebody was already here. They're on both sides of this place and there's just not enough room. So anyway, come back here, caught a couple of crappie, the yellow bass, but here is the twister to this video. I'm not going to do the cook part of this video on this video. I'm going to do that for a separate thing that I'm going to try to start on the channel, because right now I'm doing a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday schedule, and what I would like to do is go to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday schedule on my uploads to get a little bit of extra content out there. And I'm thinking what I might do with those Saturday uploads is make them a little bit shorter videos, like tackle tips or tackle talk, gear review type stuff, the cooking part of Catching Cooks, and you know, stuff like that. Just stuff that I don't really talk about a lot in the videos, but that is something that I have been thinking about doing for a while now, and I think I'm finally going to go ahead and pull the trigger and do it. But it's going to take a couple of days or a couple of weeks to mount up the footage to really get that schedule started. That way I don't have to worry about every single week. I can just have it set and be good to go. Another thing with these shorter videos that I'm thinking about doing on Saturdays is talking about different fish fry recipes. You know, just plain breading versus breading with panko breading, because panko breading will give it a much crunchier, crispier kind of texture and flavor. And like I said, you know, tackle talk kind of stuff, going over why I have so many of various types of rods, because you know, I've got a bunch of rods that are more or less identical to the untrained eye. Like, I'm not trained, but as much as I fish like 4, 5, 6 days a week, I can notice a difference in particular rods. Even if they're all ultralights, I can feel subtle little differences, and that's, you know, talking about that kind of thing is something I want to incorporate into these videos. So anyway, hope you like this video. Hope you look forward to the Saturday uploads. It might take a little while for me to get those really kicked in, because there's another change coming to the channel in about 2 months, and that might affect it. I don't know, but look forward to Saturday uploads of different kind of stuff. It's not going to be like set in stone kind of, you know, one subject or another. Something different every week. Anyway, again, hope you liked the video. We'll see you in the next one.